Hello, and welcome to the Follow the Moon Challenge. My name is Allison. I will be your host on this journey with the moon. Every day, there will be a video uploaded to YouTube that will help you connect to the moon energy and the zodiac sign that the moon is currently in for the day. This will help you get familiar with that energy and to see how you kind of react to it, respond to it, or connect to it. Follow along in the Just a Phase Moon Planner and be sure that you're tracking your mood and your mood tracker for the month. Or just a regular journal will do. Every video will list the moonrise time in Eastern Standard Time, and it will also list the meridian time, which is when the moon should be directly overhead in the sky, so that you can make a point to try to go outside and see if you can spot the moon and connect to its energy. I'm so excited to go down this moon rabbit hole with you. Thanks for following along on this journey. Be sure to like the video every day. Make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload our new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me in Wonderland today. I hope you enjoy today's video. Today is day 1 of the Follow the Moon Challenge, and I have a day 0 video. If you haven't watched that already, go back and watch day 0 to just kind of get general information about the things that you might need for this challenge and the things that you might want to look forward to, and just to get yourself ready for the new moon in Aquarius. Because as you can see, it's happening at 7:35 a.m. this morning, which is right after sunrise as well. So when we have a new moon, the moon and the sun are on the same side as the earth. So they rise and set roughly at the same time. This is number one, why the moon is dark, but it's also why we don't see it during the day, because it's like right up there with the sun, and the sun is so much brighter that you're just not able to see the moon. We usually tend to start to be able to see the moon kind of around the first quarter moon and maybe a few days before. So today the moon is new, meaning completely dark and just getting that first sliver of light at 7:35 a.m. And then it will rise on the eastern horizon with the sun at 7:38 a.m. We will be able to see the moon directly overhead in the meridian of the sky at 12:43 this afternoon, and then it will set on the western horizon at 5:54 p.m. The sun moved into Aquarius on January 19th. So this is roughly 2 weeks, a little more than 2 weeks into a new year. And so Aquarius season marks a time where we've kind of got the feeling of the new year. And now we can start thinking about how we want to approach our goals this year, what we want to do, where we want to go. And it helps us just come up with new ideas and new ways of thinking. So this is how I always remember the signs, is thinking about that time of year when the sun is transversing through that sign. Because our sun is the biggest, brightest, and closest thing to us. It's basically just reflecting the entire universe, or in this case, the Aquarius constellation onto the earth. So this time of year, this Aquarius time of year, is when we're coming up with new ideas and new ways of thinking. We all say new year, new me, and we're trying to be somebody different. We're trying to be somebody better. And Aquarius just really encapsulates that energy of being different, of trying something new. So this new moon in Aquarius comes at us halfway through the Aquarius sun season. So we've already kind of been in Aquarius energy, as well as we've already kind of been in the new year. So this is a time to really just reflect. The dark moon allows for this emptiness. During the waning phases, we shed and release and we let go so that we can sit in that quiet and that calm and that peace and see what intuitive messages come to us. The Aquarius new moon is a time to allow those fresh and new ideas to come in. There will be a quick 10-minute guided meditation at the end of this video to help you connect to the new moon and Aquarius energy. But first, let's talk about all of the qualities and characteristics of Aquarius. So this time of year is smack dab in the middle of winter, which makes Aquarius a fixed sign. All fixed signs are in the middle of a season, in this case winter. The sign of Aquarius is ruled by the planet Uranus, and Uranus is considered rebellious, anti-authoritarian. It's considered a breakthrough force that shatters old forms. So Uranus is the planet of revolution and liberation. This is coming up with new ways of doing things, and specifically for the betterment of society and humanity as a whole. So Uranus and Aquarius rules the 11th house, which is the house of community. So these are making changes that will benefit everybody. It's really important for Aquarius to be putting the collective first. So that's why it's also important for Aquarius to remember, especially during an Aquarius new moon, to take care of themselves, because they're so used to doing things for the betterment of the collective. So for those of you that have very prominent Aquarius placements in your chart, for example, sun, moon, or rising, or if you just have a lot of Aquarius energy in general, it's going to be really important for you, especially Aquarius sun, to practice self-care. This is your dark moon, new moon time of year if you're an Aquarius sun. So this is a time of resting, reflecting, and hibernating. So what do I mean by a birthday moon cycle? In the Just a Phase Moon Planner, in the Aquarius section for the Aquarius new moon, you'll find this exercise to explore your birthday moon cycle. Just like the seasons of the year can be compared to the phases of the moon, so can your birthday year. So just like we have a new moon phase for winter where we should be resting, hibernating, and reflecting, we also have the month of our birthday representing our new moon time of year. So in the Just a Phase Moon Planner, you'll find a chart for every zodiac sign that tells you, obviously, your birthday, look for your birthday, and that is your new moon time of year. And then you will also see that there's a first quarter, a full moon, and a last quarter time of year. So this cycle follows the phases of the moon, hibernating around the new moon. First quarter is when you're feeling like you have more energy. Full moon time of year is when you feel like you have the most energy and you feel the most creative and the most inspired. And then the last quarter is when your energy might start to wane throughout the year. So we can combine the seasons of the year and the moon phases to your birthday moon cycle to kind of figure out where your most optimal times for feeling energized, and when you can also see the times when you should be like maybe taking it a little bit easier and resting and relaxing. So the reason I have you do this exercise for the Aquarius new moon is because Aquarius energy helps us to have an open mind to new ways of thinking, new ideas, and new possibilities. So this is the perfect time to kind of just look at the year differently, look at the seasons differently, and look at your individual birthday year differently. The Aquarius sign is an air sign, which might be a little bit confusing because the symbol is the jug of water being poured out. It also has those wavy lines as its glyph, but that symbolism can be looked at two different ways. It can be as the water bearer, which is the Aquarius energy, is bringing forth new ideas and inspiration that is like just as quenching as a jug of water would be, because it's refreshing new ideas. The squiggly lines can also be seen as lightning bolts of new information and new ideas. Energetically speaking, the new moon gives us a blank, clean slate to start with every month. When the first sliver of light appears on the right side of the moon, it's time to inhale and begin again. So what do you get when we take a blank, clean slate of new moon energy and combined it with the rebellious, weirdo Aquarius energy? This gives us the opportunity of this breakthrough force that shatters old forms of anything and any way you have done things before. This Aquarius new moon gives you the opportunity to do things differently in your life that you haven't been able to do differently in the past. This gives you an opportunity to do something the way only you will do it, the way that only you can do it, that nobody else can do it, because you are the only person that has the unique cocktail of your birth chart to do the things the way that you would do them. Aquarius wants you to be uniquely you, and the world and the universe needs you to be uniquely you, because nobody else can do anything like you can. So think about these things when you're setting your intentions tonight, and do something different. If you need help kind of figuring out what direction you want to go in for this month or for this year, check out the Aquarius new moon pick a card reading. Hopefully that can give you some clarity and guidance to connect to each zodiac sign that the moon will be flowing through this month. You can always flip to the zodiac portion of your Just a Phase moon planner. There's going to be colors and stones to help you connect to that energy. For Aquarius, you want to use airy and stormy blues and silver. So you could use, for example, like this light blue candle, or you can use feathers or anything that connects to the air element, like incense. Incense is going to connect you to that air element, so I'm just going to demonstrate setting that up here. In the most basic way possible, I've just put a piece of aluminum foil underneath my candle. Then I am wrapping the charcoal disc to kind of make a bowl shape for it. I'm just using this as an example, so if you don't have an incense burner, if you don't think that you have a burn safe bowl, even though you do it, like you could use a regular china dinner plate or a metal plate, but in this example I'm just using aluminum foil. Be careful though, because these do get hot, and these, you can see how these charcoal discs are self-igniting, and they do sparkle like fireworks or sparklers. So be careful that you're not catching anything on fire. Use this responsibly. I love I love burning things, so I just love watching it crackle and burn like this. I think it's so pretty and neat. This does, while it's initially lighting, it does kind of smell funky, so make sure you're in a well-ventilated area so that you're not breathing in that charcoal smell. It's just kind of gross. So I'm just placing it into the aluminum foil here, and it will get hot quickly, so don't touch the aluminum foil after you've put it in there. So using incense is just one example of how we can connect to the air element, but figure out what the air element means for you. I've chosen to use a feather to represent the air element, and specifically a peacock feather, because it's very bright blue and yellow. So it has this kind of like bold, unique kind of energy that I correlate to Aquarius as well. So I've chosen to use this feather. You can use it to waft your incense around your space. And I've also chosen just an image of the Aquarius symbol to add here as well. So anyone can create an altar. I encourage you to do so for this challenge specifically, so that you're really connecting to what does Aquarius energy mean for me, and how do I connect to the air element, and really just kind of figuring out what that means for you and recording it in your mood tracker. On Aquarius days, I feel like, how do you feel? It's as simple as that. Anyone can create an altar. I like to use portable trays as well. You can get like little wooden trays at the dollar store, and I like that because I can have it on my desk while I'm working. Then I can move it up to my nightstand before I go to bed, so I can just carry it with me throughout the house. The last 10 minutes of this video will contain a guided meditation to help you kind of connect to Aquarius energy, the new moon, and to just kind of get quiet and go within and think about the intentions that you might want to set for this new moon in Aquarius. And I understand, like, if you need to pause the video and come back to it later, that's totally fine. Like, I think it would be good for you to be in a place where you're not going to be disturbed and no one can bother you, and you can really go within and think about your thoughts, think about your intentions. However, I do want you to keep in mind that the moon will start to transition early tomorrow morning, and it's actually quite a long transition. So when the moon is transitioning in between signs, it's called void of course time, and tomorrow's void of course time is from 6:28 a.m. until 5:53 p.m. So basically all day tomorrow, for the first 12 hours of the day, we're going to be like in between signs. I find that when we have really long void of course times, that you really feel the absence of a sign. So if you're wanting to tap into Aquarius energy, I recommend doing this meditation today, or at least trying to connect to the Aquarius energy today. Get comfortable and cozy so that we can dive into a meditation to help with seasonal planning and reflection. So you might want to pause this video so that you can find yourself in a comfortable position, grab your journal. You might want to familiarize your seasonal and personal phase year before we dive into the meditation. To start off, we're going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. We will be inhaling through your nose, holding your breath for a few seconds, and then exhaling through your mouth. So when you're ready, take a deep breath in, hold, and exhale through your mouth. Inhale again and hold, and exhale through your mouth. One last time, inhale, hold, and exhale. If at any time you get distracted, just continue to come back to your breath and focusing on your inhale and exhale. So we're going to fast forward to December of Envision yourself at the end of the year, reflecting back. Some of your goals and intentions came to fruition, and maybe some of them didn't. You made changes and adjustments. You got into the flow, you fell out of the flow, and then back again. All of it, every experience led you here, exactly where you are supposed to be. There's nothing to change, nothing to fix and nothing to solve in this moment. You're exactly where you should be, and everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. At the start of winter, you are ready to rest, relax, integrate, digest, and hibernate. How does it feel to be exactly where you are supposed to be? Inhale and settle into that feeling of contentment. What does your life look like here? Where are you living? What do your surroundings look like? Where are you working? Who is with you? What is your life like? Really visualize what this future you looks like, and what does it feel like to experience it? Now we are going to begin traveling back, step by step and season by season. From Yule season, we move back to Samhain season. Envision what your life looks like here. Feel yourself connecting to the fall season. Then we float back to Mabon in September. What does your life look like here? Then we go back to Lammas, the end of summer, Leo season. What does your life look like here? Float back even more to Litha season, Gemini and Cancer season, the middle of summer. Float back to Beltane, beginning of May, Taurus season. What does your life look like here? Float back to Ostara, the spring equinox, Aries season. What does your life look like here? This is not very far from where we are now. How will you be awakening in spring, and how will you be moving forward? What does that look like? And then we float back to Imbolc, only 2 weeks away, coming back to now. And here we are, after we've envisioned the year ahead. Think of how you can take small steps each season to make your goals and dreams come true. How can you make that happen? What steps do you need to take? What thoughts do you need to think? Remember, when you're having these thoughts and making these plans, that you are exactly where you need to be right now. And you will get to where you need to go in December. All is well. You are safe, protected, and divinely guided. When you're ready, take some more deep breaths. Begin to come back to your body. Wiggle your hands and toes. Stretch. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Grab your planner and your journal. Flip to the seasonal pages and start planning, dreaming, and envisioning. You may wish to journal first and then break down the steps into your planner. Whatever feels right for you is right for you.